From Union Minister Ravneet Singh Bittu getting booked for his Rahul Gandhi's #1 terrorist remark to Pune employee's death allegedly due to work pressure, and why are junior doctors continuing with their protests? Let's get you all the big stories of the day in this news wrap. Hi, I'm Charulata Biswas and you're watching the Indian Express. Let's get started. Prime Minister Narendra Modi was in Jammu and Kashmir to address rallies in support of BJP candidates today ahead of Phase 2 and Phase 3 of Assembly elections. While addressing an election rally in Katra, he urged the people to vote for BJP to end the dynastic politics of Congress, NC and PDP, stressing that this election is about shaping Jammu and Kashmir's future. Indirectly referring to the NC, Congress and PDP, the Prime Minister criticized their role in the region's past instability.
ये यहाँ आर्टिकल 370 को वापस लौटाएंगे, यानी ये खून खराबे के उस पुराने दौर को फिर लौटाना चाहते हैं। साथियों, कांग्रेस नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस को लेकर जम्मू कश्मीर में भले ही उत्साह न हो, लेकिन पड़ोसी देश इन्हें लेकर बहुत उत्साह में है। कांग्रेस नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस के अलायंस की बल्ले बल्ले हो रही है पाकिस्तान में। पाकिस्तान बहुत खुश नजर आ रहा है। पाकिस्तान के डिफेंस मिनिस्टर ने कांग्रेस नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस का खुलकर समर्थन किया है पाकिस्तान से। उनका कहना है कि आर्टिकल 370 और 35A को लेकर कांग्रेस और एनसी का एजेंडा वही है जो पाकिस्तान का एजेंडा है।
After a marathon 6-hour-long meeting with the top officials of the West Bengal government, the junior doctors on Wednesday night said their cease work would continue as they received only verbal assurances on their demands. This is what the protesting doctors said.
मीटिंग चल रही थी तब चीफ सेक्रेटरी ने सब चीज में राजी किया, लेकिन आफ्टर मीटिंग हम जब मिनट्स मांग रहे थे तो मिनट्स में कुछ ऐसा चीज उठ के आए जो हमारे डिमांड से उस पर बात ही नहीं हुआ। हम अपने मिनट्स में लिखे थे, हम अपने डिमांड्स में लिखे थे कि हम अपने साथ हमारे नर्स, हमारे हेल्थ केयर जो लोग भी है और साथ में जो पेशेंट्स है, सबके लिए हम लोग ने लिखा था कि ताकि एक प्रॉपर रेफरल सेंटर खुले, एक प्रॉपर बेड लिस्ट निकले ताकि पेशेंट को इधर से उधर घूमना ना पड़े। लेकिन इसके बाद भी उन्होंने ये सब फोकस नहीं किया। जो चीज़ हमें सबसे ज़्यादा डर था, जो हमारे डिमांड 5 में थ्रेड कल्चर, उसके बारे में आज उन्होंने कुछ लिखने से मना किया है। उन्होंने बोला हमें डायरेक्टिव दीजिए, हमें मेल कीजिए, हम डायरेक्टिव देंगे। अगर मेल करके नहीं था तो हम लोग मेल करके आते, मीटिंग करने का कोई ये नहीं था।
We right now feel very hopeless. We want to resume work, but with the threat culture still prevalent, with the perpetrators still going about in the society aside us, with the patients still suffering because of a non-transparent referral system, we still question the system. We still are very, very not satisfied with what happened today. We were very hopeful when we walked in.
Union Minister of State for Railways Ravneet Singh Bittu has been booked in Bengaluru, Karnataka for making controversial remarks about Rahul Gandhi, the leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha. The FIR was filed at the High Grounds police station on Wednesday. Bittu, who recently switched from Congress to the BJP, made headlines on September 15th with his inflammatory comments. He described Rahul Gandhi as the #1 terrorist of the country, claiming that Gandhi's statements had been supported by terrorists. Ravneet Singh Bittu hit back at Congress and asked why should he take his words back.
मुझे क्यों खेद होगा? मुझे खेद क्यों होगा ये बताइए ना। हम पंजाब ने, हमने तो यार अपनी पीढ़ियां खो दी। पंजाब आग में जला दिया इस गांधी फैमिली ने, और जिसमें मेरे दादाजी सरदार बेअंत सिंह जी, जो टेररिज्म इनकी गलतियों से पंजाब में आया, उसको ठीक करते करते 35,000 लोग चले गए और एक मुख्यमंत्री पंजाब के वो उनको जान गंवानी पड़ी। और मैं उसी दिन अपने शब्द वापस लूंगा, और नहीं तो मैं पार्लियामेंट में भी ये कहूंगा। आप सुनिए जो बयान राहुल गांधी ने दिया वे सिखों को, आप सब खड़े हैं, कोई बोल दो। मैं मेरे सामने, आप तो मीडिया है, कोई प्रश्न कर सकते हो। आपको कोई सिख मिला जो राहुल गांधी ने कहा है भी किसी को पगड़ी बांधने नहीं दी जा रही, किसी को कड़ा डालने नहीं दिया जा रहा? मेरी बात सुनिए, मेरी पीड़ा एज ए सिख है, मैं मंत्री बाद में हूं, किसी पार्टी से बाद में जुड़ा हूं, पहले मैं एक पंजाबी और सिख हूं। अरे किस तरीके से इस परिवार ने यहां पे टायर गले में डाल लोगों को जलाया है इस देश में, इसी दिल्ली में लोगों के घर जो है वो आग जला के इनके गुंडों ने तहस नहस कर दिया। तो अब अगर पन्नू उसे इंडोर्स करता है, यार आप बताओ जो पन्नू सबसे बड़ा टेररिस्ट है और जो रेफरेंडम करा रहा है खालिस्तान के लिए, उसकी जबान और राहुल गांधी की जबान एक होगी तो उसको क्या कहेंगे? मैं कहता हूं ये माफी खड़गे साहब को माननी चाहिए भी, जो राहुल गांधी और पन्नू ने कहा है आप स्पष्ट करें कांग्रेस क्या राहुल गांधी के बयान पे खड़गे साहब ये मानते हैं भी पंजाब में या देश में सिखों को ये चीज करने की इजाजत नहीं है? खड़गे साहब से आप पूछिए ना भी, कोई कांग्रेस का सिख ही ले आए, उनकी पार्टी का कोई ले आए जिसको गुरुद्वारे नहीं जाने दिया जा रहा, जिसको पगड़ी नहीं बांधने दी जा रही, जिसको कड़ा नहीं पहनने नहीं दिया जा रहा। खड़गे साहब एक अपने किसी पार्टी के कार्यकर्ता को ले आए जो मेरा विरोध कर रहे हैं।
The death of a 26-year-old chartered accountant, allegedly due to work pressure and long working hours, have sparked widespread outrage. The Labour Ministry has said it is investigating the matter. In the meantime, the company Ernst & Young Services Private Limited has refuted the allegations. Here's what the family said.
Family of a 26-year-old employee who died in Pune have alleged that work pressure and long working hours took her life. Now, the woman worked at Ernst & Young Services Private Limited for 4 months. Meanwhile, EY has denied the allegation. So what happened to her and is EY involved? Let's find out. Anna Sebastian, a CA who worked with SR Bartley Boy, a member firm of EY Global at Yaravada in Pune, had died on July 20 while undergoing treatment at a city hospital. She was admitted after she felt uneasy and complained of exhaustion. Her colleagues said they were told she had died of heart attack. The incident came to light only after a letter written by her mother, Anita Augustine, to EY's India head went viral on Tuesday. In the letter, Augustine highlighted how her daughter was allegedly under extreme work pressure, which affected her health and ultimately led to her death. She also highlighted the new environment of the company, which could prove detrimental to the health of other employees in future. The company, however, denied that work pressure could have led to her death. We have around 1 lakh employees. There is no doubt each one has to work hard. Anna worked with us only for 4 months. She was allotted work like any other employee. We don't believe that work pressure could have claimed her life, Rajiv Memani, EY India chairman, told the Indian Express. The company also issued a statement condoling the death. Anna was a part of the audit team at SR Bartley Boy, a member firm of EY Global in Pune, for a brief period of 4 months, joining the firm on 18 March 2024. That her promising career was cut short in this tragic manner is an irreparable loss for all of us. While no measure can compensate for the loss experienced by the family, we have provided all the assistance as we always do in such times of distress and will continue to do so, Memani said. He also said that he has responded to the letter written by Anita Augustine to him and promised all support apart from more steps to improve the system. Now in the letter, Anita said, and I quote, Anna worked tirelessly at EY, giving her all to meet the demands placed on her. However, workload, new environment and long hours took a toll on her physically, emotionally and mentally. She began experiencing anxiety, sleeplessness and stress soon after joining, but she kept pushing herself, believing that hard work and perseverance were the keys to success.
BJP National President JP Nadda unveiled the party's manifesto for the upcoming Haryana Assembly elections today, highlighting key promises such as 2,100 rupees monthly financial aid to women, scooties for female college students and more. But the opposition hit out at the BJP, calling it a copy-paste manifesto. That's all for today, but leaving you with visuals from Dausa in Rajasthan, where a minor girl was rescued after a 17-hour-long rescue operation by NDRF and SDRF teams. She fell in an open bore well. Earlier rescue operation was hindered due to intermittent rainfall, but finally she was rescued today.